Today we'll read the fourth part of The Quest of the Holy Grail from King Arthur, Tales of the Round Table, edited by Andrew Lang. 8. The Adventure of Sir Bors. When Sir Bors left Camelot on his quest, he met a holy man riding on an ass, and Sir Bors saluted him. Then the good man knew him to be one of the knights who were in quest of the Holy Grail. "What are you?" said he, and Sir Bors answered, "I am a knight that would fain be counselled in the quest of the Grail, for he shall have much earthly worship that brings it to an end." "That is true," said the good man, "for he will be the best knight in the world, but know well that there shall none attain it but by holiness and by confession of sin." So they rode together till they came to the hermitage, and the good man led Sir Bors into the chapel, where he made confession of his sins, and they ate bread and drank water together. "Now," said the hermit, "I pray you that you eat none other till you sit at the table where the Holy Grail shall be." "Sir," answered Sir Bors, "I agree thereto, but how know you that I shall sit there?" "That know I," said the holy man, "but there will be but few of your fellows with you. Also, instead of a shirt, you shall wear this garment until you have achieved your quest." And Sir Bors took off his clothes and put on instead a scarlet coat. Then the good man questioned him, and marveled to find him pure in life, and he armed him and bade him go. After this Sir Bors rode through many lands, and had many adventures, and was often sore tempted, but remembered the words of the holy man, and kept his life clean of wrong. And once he had by mischance almost slain his own brother, but a voice cried, "Flee, Bors, and touch him not!" And he hearkened and stayed his hand. Here he is, being saved from killing his own brother. And there fell between them a fiery cloud, which burned up both their shields, and they two fell to the earth in a great swoon. But when they awakened out of it, Bors saw that his brother had no harm. With that the voice spoke to him, saying, "Bors, go hence, and bear your brother fellowship no longer, but take your way to the sea, where Sir Percivale abides, till you come." Then Sir Bors prayed his brother to forgive him all he had unknowingly done, and rode straight to the sea. On the shore he found a vessel covered with white samite, and as soon as he stepped in the vessel, it set sail so fast it might have been flying, and Sir Bors lay down and slept till it was day. When he waked, he saw a knight lying in the midst of the ship, all armed, save for his helm, and he knew him for Sir Percivale, and welcomed him with great joy, and they told each other of their adventures and of their temptations, and had great happiness in each other's company. "We lack nothing but Galahad, the good knight," Sir Percivale said. 9. An Adventure of Sir Galahad. Sir Galahad rested one evening at a hermitage, and while he was resting there came a gentlewoman and asked leave of the hermit to speak with Sir Galahad, and would not be denied, though she was told he was weary and asleep. Then the hermit waked Sir Galahad and bade him rise, as the gentlewoman had great need of him. So Sir Galahad rose and asked her what she wished. "Galahad," said she, "I will that you arm yourself and mount your horse and follow me, and I will show you the highest adventure that ever any knight saw." And Sir Galahad bade her go, and he would follow wherever she led. In 3 days they reached the sea, where they found the ship where Sir Bors and Sir Percivale were lying. And the lady bade him leave his horse behind, and said she would leave hers also, but their saddles and bridles they would take on board the ship. This they did, and were received with great joy by the two knights. Then the sails were spread, and the ship was driven before the wind at a marvellous pace, till they reached the land of Logres, the entrance to which lies between two great rocks, with a whirlpool in the middle. Their own ship might not get safely through, but they left it, and went into another ship that lay there, which had neither man nor woman in it. At the end of the ship were written these words: "Thou man which shall enter this ship, beware thou be in steadfast belief. If thou fail, I shall not help thee." Then the gentlewoman turned and said, "Percival, do you know who I am?" "No, truly," answered he. "I am your sister, and therefore you are the man in the world that I most love. If you are without faith, or have any hidden sin, beware how you enter, else you will perish." "Fair sister," answered he, "I shall enter therein, for if I am an untrue knight, then shall I perish." So they entered the ship, and it was rich and well adorned, that they all marveled. In the midst of it was a fair bed, and Sir Galahad went thereto, and found on it a crown of silk, and a sword drawn out of its sheath half a foot and more. The sword was of diverse fashions, and the pommel of stone, wrought about with colours, and every colour with its own virtue, and the handle was of the ribs of two beasts. The one was the bone of a serpent, and no hand that handles it shall ever become weary or hurt. And the other is the bone of a fish that swims in Euphrates, and whoso handles it shall not think on joy or sorrow that he has had, but only on that which he beholds before him. And no man shall grip this sword, but one that is better than other men. So first Sir Percival stepped forward and set his hand to the sword, but he might not grasp it. Next Sir Bors tried to seize it, but he also failed. When Sir Galahad beheld the sword, he saw that there was written on it in letters of blood that he who tried to draw it should never fail of shame in his body, or be wounded to the death. "By my faith," said Galahad, "I would draw this sword out of its sheath, but the offending is so great, I shall not lay my hand thereto." "Sir," answered the gentlewoman, "know that no man can draw this sword, save you alone." And she told him many tales of the knights who had set their hands to it, and of the evil things that had befallen them. And they all begged Sir Galahad to grip the sword, as it was ordained that he should. "I will grip it," said Galahad, "to give you courage, but it belongs no more to me than it does to you." Then he gripped it tight with his fingers, and the gentlewoman girt him about the middle with the sword, and after that they left that ship and went into another, which brought them to land, where they fell upon many strange adventures. And when they had wrought many great deeds, they departed from each other. But first Sir Percival's sister died, being bled to death so that another lady might live, and she prayed them to lay her body in a boat, and leave the boat to go as the winds and waves carried it. And so it was done, and Sir Percival wrote a letter, telling how she had helped them in all their adventures, and he put it in her right hand, and laid her in a barge, and covered it with black silk. And the wind arose, and drove it from their sight. 10. Sir Lancelot meets Sir Galahad, and they part forever. Now we must tell what happened to Sir Lancelot. When he was come to a water called Mortoise, he fell asleep, awaiting for the adventure that should be sent to him. And in his sleep a voice spoke to him, and bade him rise and take his armor, and enter the first ship he should find. So he started up, and took his arms, and made him ready. And on the strand he found a ship that was without sail or oar. As soon as he was within the ship, he felt himself wrapped round with a sweetness such as he had never known before, as if all that he could desire was fulfilled. And with this joy and peace about him, he fell asleep. When he woke, he found near him a fair bed, with a dead lady lying on it, whom he knew to be Sir Percival's sister, and in her hand was the tale of her adventures, which Sir Lancelot took and read. For a month or more they dwelt in that ship together, and one day, when it had drifted near the shore, he heard a sound as of a horse, and when the steps came nearer, he saw that a knight was riding him. At the sight of the ship, the knight alighted and took the saddle and bridle, and entered the ship. "You are welcome," said Lancelot, and the knight saluted him and said, "What is your name? For my heart goeth out to you." "Truly," answered he, "my name is Sir Lancelot du Lake." "Sir," said the new knight, "you are welcome, for you were the beginner of me in the world." "Ah!" cried Sir Lancelot, "is it you then, Galahad?" "Yes, in sooth," said he, and kneeled down and asked Lancelot's blessing, and then took off his helm and kissed him. And there was great joy between them, and they told each other all that had befallen them since they left King Arthur's court. Then Galahad saw the gentlewoman dead on the bed, and he knew her, and said he held her in great worship, and that she was the best maid in the world, and how it was great pity that she had come to her death. But when Lancelot heard that Galahad had won the marvellous sword, he prayed that he might see it, and kissed the pommel and the hilt and the scabbard. "In truth," he said, "never did I know of adventures so wonderful and strange." So dwelled Lancelot and Galahad in that ship for half a year, and served God daily and nightly with all their power. And after 6 months had gone, it befell that on a Monday they drifted to the edge of the forest, where they saw a knight with white armor bestriding one horse and holding another all white by the bridle. And he came to the ship and saluted the 2 knights and said, "Galahad, you have been long enough with your father. Therefore leave that ship and start upon this horse and go on the quest of the Holy Graal." So Galahad went to his father and kissed him, saying, "Fair sweet father, I know not if I shall see you more till I have beheld the Holy Grail." Then they heard a voice which said, "The one shall never see the other till the day of doom." "Now, Galahad," said Lancelot, "since we are to bid farewell forever now, I pray to the great Father to preserve me and you both." "Sir," answered Galahad, "no prayer availeth so much as yours." The next day Sir Lancelot made his way back to Camelot, where he found King Arthur and Guinevere, but many of the knights of the Round Table were slain and destroyed more than the half. All the court was passing glad to see Sir Lancelot, and the king asked many tidings of his son, Sir Galahad.